Okay, so we're going to start talking about adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, so let's start with an example. So because I think that's going to be the easiest way to show this, is that just remember in arithmetic that the way you add and subtract fractions, there's only one way to add and subtract fractions. They have to be the same kind of fraction. So remember, in order to combine, they must be of the same kind. So if you want to use that as a little mnemonic to help you, always remember, in order to add or subtract fractions, so combining fractions, okay, by addition or subtraction. So remember this phrase, in order to combine, you must be of the same kind, okay? What do we mean by that? Well, the denominator tells you what type of fraction you're dealing with. Are you dealing with fifths? Are you dealing with halves? Are you dealing with seconds, which is the same thing as halves, or thirds? Or are you dealing with thirteenths? So the bottom of the fraction, the denominator, tells you the type of fraction or the kind of fraction you're dealing with, okay? It tells you how many equal pieces you have, right? So, or how many equal pieces there are to the whole, where the numerator tells you how many of those pieces you have, okay? So here I have 5/9. What does that ninths tell me? It tells me that I'm dividing the whole into 9 equal pieces. So I can't add ninths and thirds. Okay, there's just no way to add them the way they're at because they're completely different kinds. It's like trying to add apples and oranges. You just can't do it. Okay, or X and Y. You just can't add X and Y and squish them together. Okay, so we're going to treat, now in this case here, they all have the same kind. They're all ninths. So how do we do that? If they have a common denominator, right? If they're the same kind, in other words, then we can just add and subtract the numerators and keep the denominators. So that's all we're going to do. So in this case here, all we're going to do is we're going to add and subtract across the top. So we're going to say 5 plus 2 minus 4, and then we're just going to keep the bottom. That's it. And so now we just simplify. So this is going to be 7 minus 4, which is 3/9, and now we reduce. So there's a common factor of 3. The greatest common factor of the top and the bottom is 3. So we divide the top by 3 and we get 1. Divide the bottom by 3 and we get 3. And voila. There is our answer. See you next time.